Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini-match of the round. Now, get ready for the first quarter.
Where else would you rather be? MCG, 90,000 Saturday night. The arch rivals and Scotty Pendlebury lines up next to Paddy Cripps from McDonald's and Remote Water. Triple M Rocks footy, we're underway. And it's Cripps who wins the first clearance to Walsh. We'll hear that combination a lot tonight. Kick out towards half forward. And there's Dacos. We'll call his name a lot as well. His first touch sweeps it out wide to side bottom. He dribbles a kick just along the boundary line. Shane Warne stands side MCG. Carlton win the ball back. Hewitt, Cripps, another handball. Tries to float it into the path of Ollie Hollands, but Quaynor is right there for company. We'll have our first boundary throw in. Just forward of the wing, favouring the Blues. They are kicking to the right of the broadcast, the city end. And that's another one they've left on the table, the Blues. They're 5 behinds. Collingwood 1 behind. We've played 17 and a half minutes in this first term. No goals.
What? Doesn't feel like that though, does it? Still been a good contest.
Look at this. There are no goals as Collingwood attack the corridor. Elliott receives a handball on the half volley. He's got options everywhere. Streaming forward, Hoskin Elliott. 60 out from goal. To go, he had the footy tailor-made for him. How aggressive have Collingwood been from kick-ins?
Love it. Love them taking the game on through the corridor. That transition footy is just so good to watch.
To go, he one step around. And we've got our first after 18 minutes. Pies 1-1-7. Carlton 5 behinds. Triple M bunning straight scoreboard.
Yeah, we spoke about that transition. It only took the 2 or 3 kicks for it to get there. It's just outstanding. What Pies are doing really well is spreading the ground, and then it's just leaving that 1 or 2 player that are running through the middle that are able to get the ball out. It was an outstanding finish and great transition from Collingwood.
Carlton almost going or trying to go sort of a pseudo man-on-man from kick-out. It's not working because the Collingwood have actually been able to work them up inside 50 and then dart back over the back, and Jeremy Howe's sort of just playing on, kicking over the back, dragging him up, and then all of a sudden the corridor's just wide open, and Collingwood is so good at running back towards goal, and DeGoey there just had 15-20 metres on his opponent. His opponent wasn't even Wiedering who got there next, but brilliant from the Pies.
McGovern it was that tried to go for the mark. Here's Pendlebury. Wouldn't this be something? Didn't have the chance, so he went back to Hoskin Elliott, who pokes it to Cripps. Well done by Cripps to not give away the free kick. It was almost run on contact. This is all happening inside 50. Pendlebury, but would have been one of the great goals. It just hit the post.
It nicked the post.
It was a check side on the run.
Inside
from Pendles. I would have said this would have been in his top 5 goals of all time if he had a kick.
That's his best. He thought he kicked it too.
Unfortunately, that is one of the best behinds he's kicked in his career out of the 400 games. Pies 1-8, Carlton 5 behinds.
That's nicked the inside of the post. That would have gone to the keeper, not even the first slip.
To go, he looks for Cox on the wing. Got 2 hands on it, couldn't bring the footy down. Great pick up, Dacos. Playing a different game to everyone else in this first quarter. Pendlebury at half forward, shares with Chris, can go back to Dacos. This is where it started, and that's where it finishes. Pure class from some of Collingwood's best. 2-2-14 the Pies. Carlton 8 behinds after 26 minutes. The deft touch of Scott Pendlebury was outstanding.
The transition again, that time all by hand from the stoppage, from the contest. They just kept working it forward. Don't underestimate that finish too from Dacos. He had pressure coming at him from both angles. Just the ability to compose himself, know where the goals are, throw it on the boot and snap it through. He's a special player. Have a look at some of this. He actually started the chain, Dacos. Won the clearance, flicked it out to his teammate. We see Cripps get involved as well. Chris get involved a couple of times as well. But Dacos, the finish, that can lift the side. Look how happy they are.
It's a big risk, isn't it, Bernie, if you're not going to tag Nick Dacos. It doesn't look like there's a hard tag. Hewitt started on him, but hasn't finished the quarter on him. There is Georgie Hewitt on cue to Harry Mackay, who could finish with something special on the siren. A dribble kick from 40 metres. They had 8 cracks at kicking a conventional goal. And in the end, a la Peter Dacos, Harry has kicked one of the great dribblers on the siren to level things up at the MCG. The crowd are enthralled in this one. Quarter time, Collingwood 2-2-14, Carlton 1-8-14.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's,
Triple M Rocks Footy.
Shut up! now, the footy's on Triple M.
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now, get ready for the second quarter.
As I said, in front of a big crowd here at the Triple MCG. Big game field. And Scott Pendlebury's 400th game. He's made a good start to things as well.
Again, some of those ball winners, Stu, Red Z lending for both sides. Some of the other ones.
Yeah, some of the other key winners. George Hewitt, he's had 10 disposals. Elijah Holland, 7. Newman also with 7. And Pendlebury, 9 touches.
Darcy Cameron's marked another one for the kick in.
How many marks, Ash?
Darcy Cameron, Triple N, Red Z lending stats.
He looks long. Cox got an uncontested leap at it.
Going to drag it out much longer. It'll be half time.
We got one umpire saying it was a mark and the other saying play on. So the senior umpire comes across and plays it a mark to Mason Cox. Wow. Harvey Norman replay. Did he have enough of it?
He took a good chunk of it. McGovern's just...
No, he had it.
Yeah, he had it.
It's a mark.
McGovern's put his hand on the ball on the way down. But I reckon that's paid a good mark.
Made his return last week against Richmond.
Just under the M there, that's the mark.
Someone to interrupt Jack.
A couple of steps for Cox. Deadly. Straight through the middle. He turns to the Collingwood faithful, and good things are happening for the Pies in the second quarter. They're 3-5-23. Carlton 1-8-14 on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, a good game of footy here at the MCG. Mason Cox just lets the crowd know he's still around. McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Magpies with another clearance. It was Nick Dacos who gets it back and then lays it into the path of Dan McStay with the absolute class of a champion. He's the youngest champion running around the AFL at the moment. Harry Sheason's threatening him, but he's still number one.
Oh, he's number one.
And that is a beautiful kick to McStay, 30 metres out straight in front.
Got to do something about that now. I don't care if Jim Cotter's playing a defensive role on someone. Just put someone on, even if it's just through the rest of this quarter.
Looked good last week against the Tigers, McStay. He's got one in front of 90,000 of the MCG. That'll get the arousal levels going. Great to see him back. And Pies, well, they're now skipping away a little bit. 4-5-29. Carlton 1-8-14. 9 minutes played, second term, Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, well, it was all Nick Dacos that set that up. He was the one that took the ball out of the centre clearance, and it's his work rate that gets him to keep staying involved. He follows the passage of play, got a little give and go, and then a great look inside 50 where he's just kicked the ball across his body straight to Dan McStay. They've got to do something here, Carlton, to stop his influence on the game because he's having a real impact.
7-1 inside 50s this quarter. Contested possession. Collingwood 13 to Carlton's 3. They've got to turn it up a notch, Carlton. This game's slipping away really quickly.
Throw in on the wing. Crisp leads the footy. Couldn't take it cleanly. Newman sends it inside 50 for Carlton. Jack Martin stay down. Cottrell almost with a beautiful crumb. Was he held without the footy? Umpire right there said no. And then Quaynor's handball missed the mark, so it's a live ball. Chance for Chera. Tries to square it up. Ollie Hollands, it's Elijah, in fact, in space. Good kick from Chera. Nice bit of composure. And Elijah Hollands will have a shot 35 metres out straight in front.
Yeah, better passage of play from Carlton. What we haven't seen this quarter so far is Cripps and Walsh. Cripps is on 2 disposals, Walsh the 1, both having a huge influence in that first quarter. This last passage of play didn't involve them at all. So it's those players around that are starting to get their hands on the ball to be able to move it forward.
For the sake of the Blues, just to steady and get back into this contest, he needs to make it. He does. He's a good player. Just what they needed, Carlton. They've been holding up defensively. When they go down the other end and the first look at it, they score 2-8-20. The Magpies 4-6-30. 10-point lead to Collingwood halfway through this second term. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, just need to not panic here at the moment, Carlton. Go back to their plan, the way they come in, the way teams have beaten Collingwood over the past month or a bit more is that uncontested mark chain. Just keep the ball off, don't panic and bring it back into a contest. They look like they've gone away from that this term for whatever reason. Just the pressure's gone up too.
So for all of Collingwood's dominance, Carlton only trail by 10 points. For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. Chera takes the advantage and drives out of the middle, long inside Carlton's attacking area. Moore gave a handball to Howe, smothered by Fogarty, pounces on the loose ball, and goals. 2 in a minute for the Blues. And the scoreboard all of a sudden looks a whole lot better. 3-8-26 to 4-6-30. 14 minutes gone. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Yeah, it was outstanding pressure from Fogarty, but it started in that centre clearance. It was Chera who just took the advantage, got a nice deep entry inside the forward 50. But that outstanding pressure from his small forward in Fogarty, who just put on a smother. He chased his own ball and had a quick goal straight in front from about 10 metres out.
Great forward 50 pressure. That's what you want from your smalls. Just always ask the question. Always make the defender find a man or put him under pressure. Don't allow any time for him to make a decision. Well done, Fogarty.
Yeah, great smother, Harvey Norman replay.
Pendlebury distributes to Degoe. Little tap on. Never trust a man with two phones as Dacos flips a handball over to Degoe. 45 out. Arches the back. Here's another one for the Pies. Degoe's got two. 5-6-36, plays 3-8-26. 18 minutes gone in this second quarter. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Well, again, another great entry from Collingwood. They're very dominant this quarter, but it's great to have the addition of Degoe come back in the side this week. We know he's struggled with that groin soreness and groin issues, but he's just such a powerful player. You know, when he puts he's on in the midfield at times, but tonight he spent all his time up forward so far, and he's just having a real influence.
Back into the team tonight, Bo McCreary, been out since round 16 with a calf issue. Short and wide to Maynard. Waste no time. Cox is being held. It was there for everyone to see. The arms went back, the head went back.
There's a lot of vacuum going in.
Harvey Norman replay will tell us a good story, but
Adam.
what are we seeing here, Bert and Sarah?
That's
A free kick every day of the week. Nick Newman's just standing behind Mason Cox, at least a head shorter than him.
He sort of went around him and held both arms and dragged him down. Now he's shaking his head. He obviously didn't watch the replay.
Mason got his money's worth, though. I think it's fair to say.
He always does. Watch for the turn to the crowd here if he slots this one.
Right forward pocket. About 25 out.
I know you love those celebrations, Joey.
Tough angle, he steers it through. He goes and tells Nick Newman all about it. And Nick Newman picks him up over his head. It's a German suplex.
They're coming from everywhere.
Cox ran at Newman, and Newman tossed him out like he was rubbish.
Newman's head's getting slammed against the ground.
Players come in from both teams. Degoe wants a slice of the action. Mason Cox started it.
Mason Cox still going.
He's lost his sunnies.
Yep, that'd be the first things on target.
He got thrown around like a rag doll.
He's just buffing him up now.
He's got to clean them with a
He's got a cleanser.
They're all fogged up.
He needs Nance tissue to give him a clean.
He pulled it out of his sock. How does that work? This, not so much.
No, that's another aggressive kick that is not the right option. Straight into the middle. It had a lot of hang time, although it might work. Charlie Curnow sees Kennedy. Oh, the super sub has been on for 30 seconds, and he pops it into the path of Motlop.
Well done.
Well done by Matty Kennedy. Straight into the action as the sub, as Robbo so beautifully told us. And Jesse Motlop, who's been attacked physically the last few minutes, might get the best revenge by slotting a goal from 20 out straight in front.
It was a risky kick from Carlton, and we mentioned the risky space to kick it back into the corridor, but they made it work. Again, just using that chain to get out of it. Numbers turn up to the contest and around the ball. It's a lovely kick inside 50 to Motlop.
Leads the finish now, Jesse. 15, 20 metres out straight in front. He's missed badly. So maybe the Pies have got into his head. That's a bad miss from the youngster. 3-11-29. Magpies 6-6-42. 13-point lead, final minute of an entertaining first half.
That's just pure nerves. He didn't look comfortable at all. Since he took that mark, he got up and didn't look like he wanted the kick. He just poked at it, leant back and pulled it.
He lost himself on the run-up.
Yeah, he sort of looked a bit.
Needed to go back and do it again.
And it's the set shots that are letting them down. They've got 1 goal 4 from set shots.
4 seconds to go on the clock. So they just need to not give away a free kick. They lead by 13 points, the Maggies, in Scotty Pendlebury's 400th. And it'll be Pendles who'll have the final touch of the first half. They are playing for keeps. Nick Dacos goes over and has another word to Motlop. There's some feeling in this one. There's not a lot of support for young Jesse Motlop from the Blues. And it's Collingwood who lead by 13 points, 6-6-42. Carlton 3-11-29. Plenty on the line.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's,
Triple M rocks footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
this is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now get ready for the third quarter.
Robbo, a bit happening down on the boundary line. What do you got for us?
Trying to find Mitch McGovern, boys, and I can't find him. So he's been in stripe with that shoulder. We know that Chera's done a hamstring. Already made the sub with Kennedy. So 3 starting on the bench for the Blue Baggers. And McGovern we haven't seen. So whether he comes up the stairs, we don't know. But he's been down in the rooms twice in that first half with a right shoulder. So let's see whether he actually comes out, but he's not here, McGovern. Mitch McGovern could be out.
Just look up the centre-half back there, Robbo.
Bob Jane team much. Have great buy 3, get 1 free, plus instant cashback deals. Call or shop online today. T's and C's apply. It's okay, Mr. and Mrs. McGovern. He's out there, and he's gone straight to his spotted centre-half back.
He just had a little wee, I think.
He's off the drip, out of the hospital, back on.
Hey, even the greats like Mickey Roberts can make a blunder every now and then. Triple M Beacon Trade Scoreboard Tradies. Oh, you're getting behind the footy. The team at Beacon Trade's getting behind you. Experts in everything lighting and electrical. Beacon Trade is there to help you. Light the homes of Ovies. Partner up with a team that has your back at beacontrade.com.au. Let's make light work. Here's Jack Everin to get us underway for a big second half.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M rocks footy. Free kick straight away, and it's Collingwood to take the advantage. Nick Dacos has been everywhere. Distributes a handball to Pendlebury. He's got a couple to choose from. Schultz off hands at the back. Handballs to Elliott, about 30 out from goal. He fumbles. And the Blues can breathe a sigh of relief as it's slammed out of defence. Long up the line. Slapped forward by Darcy Moore. Nick Dacos has had a huge start to this third quarter. Ground ball gathered to Goey. At half forward was tackled high by the umpire who was 70 metres away, and the one that was 15 metres away didn't pay it.
And it was on George Hewitt too. We're just watching the Harvey Norman. He's just wrapped him just on the top of the shoulder. George Hewitt's put over De Goey's shoulder.
It's not a free kick.
Nah.
That's just... there's been too much of that off the ball.
So
calls.
why pay it when you're 70 metres away, Burn?
It's embarrassing for the umpire that actually saw it and didn't pay it.
So the Goey pops it up high. Crisp hits the pack hard, gathers and finishes.
Oh, good.
Dominant start to this third quarter for the black and white. 5 minutes gone, there's 7-8-50. Carlton 3-11-29. It's all happening on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Great finish from Cripps too, but Tuman, I believe that was coming from stoppage as well. And again, we know that Carlton have struggled with other teams scoring against them at stoppage, but Collingwood just able to get on top of them this game, not just this quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. 3-2-20 now from stoppage. Blues 4 behinds.
And that was Carlton's first inside 50 of the quarter. They've started really slow each quarter. Quarter 1, Collingwood had 7 out of the first 10. Quarter 2, 9 out of 10. And quarter 3, 5-0.
Sada has a really nervous moment at halfback. A bad mistake that Collingwood are going to try and pay with the ultimate price. Hill couldn't mark, knocks it down to Hoskin Elliott. Transition footy at its best once more. The Pies are unstoppable. 8-8-56 to 3-12-30. 7.5 minutes gone on the Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
Wow, again on transition, just exciting footy. You see there, is that it? From a kick-in again.
Yeah.
Ash, what are the scores from kick-ins today?
They've kicked 3 goals straight, 18 from kick-ins have the Magpies.
Wow, and getting it inside 50, 42% of the time from kick-in. That's off the charts through the middle of the ground.
Cripps doing the ruck work on this occasion. Inside 50 for the Blues, up against Cox. Cox wins the tap. Fogarty wrapped up.
Cripps averaging 8 clearances this year, whilst the 5, so well down on those numbers.
Cripps and Cox again.
Cripps,
there is a clearance. He grabs it out of the ruck. Says, stuff you, Bernie. I know what I'm doing. I know I need a clearance and I know the team need me. And I'll just grab it out of the ruck on Mason Cox, if you don't mind, and snap a goal to get them back within 20 points just when they need their skipper. That's clutch. 4-12-36. Collingwood 8-8-56. And they get it back to 20.
Well, some players are mic'd up exclusively for Triple M, and Paddy Cripps is one of them. He heard me and said, Pitnet, get out of the ruck. I'll take this. I've heard Bernie just whack me for not having any clearances or just the one tonight. I'll take it out of the ruck and finished it beautifully.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water, Triple M Rocks footy. 20-point deficit here at the MCG pit net. Won the clearance. He was inspired by Cripps and then gave it to Hewitt, who spears a low ball to half forward. Nice gather by Motlop, who picks it up off his ankles. Curnow was being held, so was Martin. Darcy Moy had a hold of Curnow in the goal square, but Martin, right in front of the umpire, attracts the attention and has got a chance to kick his first in game number 150.
And the cricket score for Choice Hotels, 9 for 98.
It's been a collapse.
Port Adelaide 98, Sydney 9. Can you believe that?
15 to go in the third quarter too.
Wow,
huge.
As long as it none for 70 becomes 9 for 98.
Nah, the pitch is doing everything now.
They took the second new ball.
It's just cracking up.
And game number 150 tonight for Jack Martin. 97 of those as a Gold Coast Sun to make it 2 in a row for the Blues.
All clear, Dave.
Some desperately needed momentum.
Good kick, Craig, well processed.
5-12-42, plays 8-8-56.
Jamie Elliott's numbers, Stu.
9 disposals. Hasn't hit the scoreboard to date.
That's the trade-off. No tag from Chincotta, but he's playing on a very dangerous forward for Collingwood, doing a pretty good job. Side bottom, screws it around to the top of the square. It's going to suit Bobby Hill, who is in the prime position just behind Jordan Boyd. He was a bit unlucky, Boyd. And then Bobby Hill quickly gets to his feet, plays on, and Bobby Dazzler's got another one. He's first. The Pies get the response, and they get it back out to 20 points, 9-8-62. Carlton 5-12-42. 8.5 minutes to play, third term. Triple M, Beacon Trade scoreboard, Beacon Trade, everything lighting and electrical for the Aussie home.
Yeah, Boyd, as you called it, Joe, a bit unlucky there, but you can't go to sleep on the mark. He had his head down, was marking the mark, and he looked up, and Bobby Hill had already played on, so can't go to sleep. Always got to be aware with these small forwards. They like to try and trick you.
Jesse Motlop wanted the free kick, none doing. Ollie Hollands, that's a great contest win. Got it to Owies. He looks up, and it's 3v1 in favour of Collingwood inside the defensive 50. And there's Darcy Moore. Well done. Got it to Howe. Although Jesse Motlop came screaming through. They stripped the footy and balls to Fogarty. That is brilliant forward pressure. The smalls for Carlton all got involved. Fogarty's got his second.
The tackle slipped.
That is great pressure. And they get one back. We're going goal for goal now at the MCG. 6-12-48 the Blues. Collingwood 9-8-62. 19 minutes gone, third term. Well done to Jesse Motlop.
No, he's been good, hasn't he? Jesse Motlop hasn't had huge, pure numbers, I suppose, but his forward 50 pressure's been excellent. Fogarty, he kicked a beautiful goal after a smother on Jeremy Howe earlier in that second term as well down the other end. So both of his goals have come off really good forward 50 pressure. And again there, Motlop getting in there. That's what they need to do. Just bring the minimum standard of forward 50 pressure. All the little things, Carlton, I think they tend to go away from that at times, but the simple things, pressure, big games, finals, that's what it's all about.
Dacos, that's Nick with a crumb. Turns around and sends a high ball inside 50. Cox stands under it. Defenders come from everywhere to spoil. Schultz falls forward, as he does often, and it will be paid in the back against Jordan Boyd. Schultz felt the pressure. He fell forward, and he'll get the free kick. 40 metres out, slight angle.
I'd like to see this one again. I've seen him not paid. Fell in the back. I don't know. He dives forward. I'd like to see that called play on if he makes the tackle.
Lockie Schultz's numbers, Stu.
Triple M Red Z lending stats. Lockie Schultz 11 disposals, yet to hit the scoreboard.
An important kick late in the third term. They currently lead by 15. He kicks it from 45. He lights it off the boot. He's got his first of the night. This is why he came to the Pies, to play in these big games. And he extends the lead back out to 21 points. They're 10-9-69. Carlton 6-12-48. Just under 5 minutes left, third quarter.
Well, we're seeing when Carlton are struggling getting the ball out of their D50. Again, it was another turnover. It's just the kicking there, missing that polish on the kicks and struggling to get past halfway. But again, Collingwood, they're just so efficient in getting that ball in. Once they're actually in there, they're getting the ball into the forward 50 and they're applying all numbers around the stoppages and around the contest in order to win the ball. And again, a great one from Schultz, just to be able to attack the ball, draw the free kick. I know, Bernie, you mentioned it should have been played on, but again, when a player's moving at pace and you're driving those legs, it brings and invites the pressure, and eventually you got that free kick.
Robbo, Bob Jane Teamarts.
Yeah, they're making a sub Collingwood. We're just trying to work out who it is. So Lipinski warming up, paperwork in, and he's going to make his way into it, the Collingwood number 1.
Jordan Ngoe here. He's going to hop over towards you, Robbo. He looks very sore with the lower leg.
No weight on it at all.
Keep an eye on that one shortly. Kennedy dispossessed.
Hold it in, Carlton.
The tackle lingered on a little too long, so he'll have to come back. Robbo, how does he look?
Well, he can't put any weight on his left ankle, De Goey. So what happened, Ned Long was substituted, De Goey going down into the rooms. They've pulled the paperwork. Lipinski's put his jumper back on, so we don't know what happened with the sub.
Hammy, I reckon.
Harvey Norman replay, Burn there.
High.
His first grab was of that hammy, wasn't it?
High, that's not good. Sarah?
They hurt. I've had surgery, trust me. It's not nice.
Only just come back into the team too, Jordan Ngoe, with some groin issues.
Cameron grabs it out of the ruck, kicks a high ball inside 50. Who wants to keep their eyes on it? It was Elijah Hollands, got a good piece of it, couldn't bring it down. McStay goes off the ground, but Ollie Hollands got back there as the goalkeeper for the Blues, saved the day, and then pumps it back outside defensive 50, side bottom, Josh Dacos. His dribble kick worked for Bobby Hill, who laces out Hoskin Elliott. Something always happens when Bobby's around the pill.
That's it, Matt.
And Will Hoskin Elliott, who's kicked one and missed a couple, will have another shot for goal, 40 metres out, slight angle, right on the stroke of three-quarter time. This is big.
Geez, he's taken his game to another level, hasn't he, since he's left the Giants. He's just such a playmaker, Bobby Hill I'm talking about. Uses the ball so well, so dangerous inside that forward 50.
To get it back out to 25 points. He makes no mistake. He's kicked his second in this quarter. And after being challenged, they've kicked the last couple, and it's a handy lead going into three-quarter time. They're 11-9-75. Carlton 6-14-50. That's 25 points. Triple M Beacon Trade scoreboard.
And on the Harvey Norman replay, the story of this third quarter for Collingwood is a hamstring injury, we think, to Jordan Ngoe. They need everything to go right from here on in, and that, unfortunately, is not one of them. Three-quarter time. The Pies make their move in the third quarter. 5 goals to 3, and it's a 25-point lead that they take into the final break. 11-9-75 to 6-14-50 in front of a big crowd.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
Triple M rocks footy.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
This is Triple M Footy's mini match of the round. Now get ready for the fourth quarter.
25 points the difference here at the MCG. Final quarter about to get underway with the great Joey Montagna on Triple M Footy.
McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Beautiful bounce from the umpire. Pendlebury had over the footy. Thought he should have got a free kick. Umpire said no.
They're not
He's not happy. Pendles. They come out of the stoppage anyway. Crisp comes out the front and then kicks a dart. An absolute bullet. And we have seen a number of them in this game and hits Will Hoskin Elliott on the chest.
Pendles is chasing the umpire again. He's doing some K's chasing the umpire. He said, how about my head this time? You've ripped my head off before, just before three-quarter time. Now you've allowed front-on contact. I've nearly broken my neck in my 400th. Any danger of a free kick?
Throwing 20 out. Bobby Hill looks so dangerous every time he's near the footy. Pendlebury tries to burst through the stoppage. Got the handball out to Jamie Elliott. Around the body. What a finish. Pendles with the clearance and the give. Elliott with the snap. And that is a game-high 32-point lead. That's going to make it awfully hard for the Blues. 12-10-82, 6-14-50. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Geez, they're getting around each other, aren't they, tonight, Collingwood? There's everyone involved in that goal. They got around Mason Cox with the tap down. They got around him. Pendlebury with the clearance, as you called beautifully, Joey. They got around him. And then the finish, Jamie Elliott got around him as well. They're just energised. They're running down to the defenders. They're trying to lift each other. I love this teamwork, getting around your mates.
And Hewitt's got some work to do. Outer side wing now, Chincotta. Haven't seen a lot of him. It's a high left football. Kerno couldn't get a look at it. Oh, he's nice crumb. Now Elijah Hollands opts for the banana. What about that for a finish?
Banana.
Why not?
Stop it.
Elijah Hollands off a couple of steps, kicks a running banana. And against the flow, a desperately needed one for the Blues. 7-14-56 to 12-10-82 as he kicks his second. Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Been so good out of centre bounce. That was Carlton's 7th. Resulted in a goal. Collingwood have had the 12. Nick Dacos has had 4 himself. Pendlebury 4 as well, as we just saw him win that second to last one. But nice finish with the outside of the boot there from Hollands.
Crisp, ripped it out of his hands. Bytel laid it in the path of Maynard and just threw that. He threw it, but the umpires didn't see it. Here's Walsh, disposal number 26. Cripps, Kennedy, Akers, chain of handballs, Fogarty, Owies. This will be some sort of team goal. Team goal of the night by the Blues. Sharp hands everywhere. Although there's big news coming to the bench, we'll get to Robbo in a minute. But Carlton needed that one, and they are back within 19 points. They're 8-15-63. Collingwood 12-10-82. Robbo, Bob Jane T-March, who is hobbling to the bench?
Charlie Curnow. Now, Charlie Curnow got smashed in a pack. Now, I don't know whether he's jarred his knee or it's an ankle, but it's left side. He was actually hobbling off himself. Doctors have had to help him off. He's in the front row now. You're going to have a good look at Charlie Curnow.
And now Walsh with a follow-up run underneath the Shane Warne stand. Keeps that ball tight going into the pocket. Motlop saw it off hands. Was unselfish. Could have gone himself. Instead spears it low to Jack Martin, who marks 2 metres out directly in front. Goes back. Kicks his second. And it's back to 14 points with 6.5 minutes remaining here at the Triple MCG.
Well, again, it's a great defensive transition from Carlton. Again, they look to go through the corridor at one point, change the lanes. And you get the sense that they still got a little bit of a sniff in this game. They're going to have to kick at least, a couple of goals in the next few minutes with 6 minutes to go. But again, they're lively. It's those small forwards. Motlop's been outstanding. He's added a lot of pressure. He's added a little bit of flair. And again, just a great little vision to kick over the top and get the ball right inside the square and another finish on goal. I'd have a sense, I think it's past them, but if they can apply the pressure, win this ball from this first centre clearance, then they're still within a chance.
You had Carlton finishing 8th if they lose. If they win, Ash, if they can pull this off, where does that put them?
Yeah, they could press into the top 4. 4th or 5th on the live ladder.
Might get another chance as Walsh kicks it to a dangerous area. Akers standing there, minding his own business, rolls it through. 8-point game. 12-11 plays 10-15. 6 minutes, 14 seconds remaining on the Triple M Titanium Caravan scoreboard.
Well, from absolutely nowhere, it feels like Carlton within 8 points. Thought this game was done and dusted when Collingwood kicked the first goal this quarter. Put it out to just about 5 goals, I think, wasn't it? 20, what was it? What are you? 32 points. 5 goals, about 5 goals. I was around the mark. 32 points. We thought, no, they can't do it from here, but geez, they've found a way to get right back in this. But sometimes the last 8 points is the hardest to get back.
Patrick Cripps, he's had 6 disposals in this quarter, along with a couple of centre clearances.
He's involved again. Here he is again. The superstar Cripps tumbles on left footer inside 50. Jack Martin, it was in his shoelaces. Couldn't quite get there. And then Cripps plays a bone-crunching tackle on Noah Long.
Yeah, he's been huge.
He's trying to lift and will his side.
How many times has he done that this year? Just willed his team over the line.
Both engaged.
He's playing like a man possessed right now, Paddy Cripps. Handball off to Hollands. Flying shot from Hollands. Got it! 5 in a row, Carlton. 2-point game. What are we witnessing here at the MCG? 12-11 plays 11-15. What a time for Ollie Hollands to kick his first.
What can this season dish up next? Honestly, this game was done and dusted. We go to Adelaide Oval. It's 100 points at Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide smashing the top side in Sydney. We've got Carlton coming from nowhere all of a sudden within 2 points. Collingwood had it done and dusted. Oh, this is a ripping game. What a ripping season. Crowd of nearly 87,000 just loving this. The Collingwood supporters are going quiet. Cripps been huge.
3 points the margin. 50 seconds to go. Boundary throwing on centre wing. Cripps with another clearance. High ball. Pendlebury sits under it. Mackay trying to do the crumbing. Pendlebury got the handball to side bottom his great mate. Back to Quaynor. Back to Pendlebury. He can't. He finds a handball to Nick Dacos. Good option. And Nick Dacos has taken out of bounds in a tackle from Cripps.
30 seconds.
Such a smart play that from Dacos, from a young player. Just knew the boundary line was close. He knew if he got tackled over the line, wasn't going to be holding the ball, but a stoppage is what they wanted.
30 seconds remaining.
Wow.
Thrown in 70 metres out from Carlton's goal. Snatched out of the ruck by Pitnet. Kicks around the bar. McGovern drifts forward.
It's going to be after the siren.
The most unlikely of targets.
You're kidding.
Mitch McGovern floats down from centre half back and marks 40 out, almost directly in front.
He copped a head knock as well. This is going to be after the siren. This is what you dream of as a kid. How good's this? Cops a knee in the head. He's in trouble.
Siren sounds. Carlton down by 3 points.
This is what dreams are made
He
of.
has done this before, Mitch McGovern, when he played for Adelaide at the MCG against Collingwood. I think it was to draw on that occasion.
That's it.
So they got Mason Cox on the mark. Smart from Collingwood, making him kick over the tallest player on the ground. This is where, as a player, as a teammate, you just can't watch. You see Cripps and teammates just can't look.
Jamie,
Deep breath.
hold there, hold there. Hold there.
86,879. Hang on the boot of Mitch McGovern. Oh, he's blazed it out of bounds on the full. Collingwood win in an epic at the MCG over their arch rivals Carlton, and their season still has a pulse.
What?
Catch Triple M Footy's mini match of the round every Monday and get everything else from Triple M Footy by downloading the Listener app. For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.